Hello everyone, welcome back to my kitchen and my YouTube channel. It's Thursday afternoon, just before 4 o'clock in the afternoon, of course, not in the night time, well, early morning. And you are looking at a completed little angel here. This is my Ramsey, at last finished. I'll just zoom in a bit closer. There we go. There she is. There's little Ramsey, all done. And she's the reason I haven't been on YouTube at all. All I've been doing really is just working on her to get her finished. I was so frustrated not having enough time to do her that I really just did nothing else but work on her, and I'm so happy. I absolutely adore this baby. She's the absolutely most beautiful, realistic little thing really you could imagine. Everything about her. I love her chubby cheeks. I love her little hands and her feet. Just, oh, so cute this baby is. I've enjoyed every single second really of working on her. Hopefully you can see that in her. She's got all sorts of extra things that I did for her, just for fun really. So she's got slightly textured eyebrows, very finely rooted hair. It's actually in two colours, but it's very hard to tell that. Not even I can really. I mean, I know where I put the two colours, but I don't know. They looked really. There was a difference when they're in the packet, but once you start putting them onto the doll, they look much lighter and different. But anyway, trust me, she's got two different colours in her hair, and she's got some dry patches of skin. Just subtle. I didn't want it to be exaggerated because, you know, whoever wants to be her mummy doesn't want to have her, I don't know, I just think you don't want to get sick of her look. So I thought this way she can have dry skin patches but not be overly obvious, so that you don't have to, get sick of the sight of them. So she's got little tiny bits. So in her ankle creases there's one's behind her knee. She's got one on her wrist, one behind her ear, maybe one in her elbow crease. Can't exactly remember, you have to go hunting for them. And what else has she got? She's got little lots of things. Let me just think about that. That's crazy, isn't it? She's got very light veining. I didn't want to make them exaggerated. But she's also a good, healthy colour, like a real newborn baby. So often when they're born, they're sort of bright red for a while because they get that first blush when the blood comes through their system and they get very red. So she's not very red, but she's also not very pale. She's got some good colour. I'll show you her face in a second. I'll move her so you can see her better, because she's snuggled in. That's how she wanted to rest. She's wearing a little white bodysuit with a lace collar, and that is in a size newborn, which in Australia is 4 zeros, and it's just perfect on her. It's not tight, it's not loose, it's just her size. So I haven't measured her, I haven't weighed her. I've just put it together and set her up here so I could show you all. I think she's probably about, well, maybe 5 pounds, and she's not overstuffed, so she doesn't feel solid, but she moves like a baby. She's soft to touch and hold, and her head's quite heavy and floppy, like a real baby. And her little curled up legs are just adorable. Look at how they pose so beautifully. So she's got a disposable nappy on, a special Australian one that's got the gumnut children all over it. It's very cute nappy. And you can probably see she's got a pink bow on her head. That's because I put a magnet in her head for her so she can have a bow. So she's got that little pink one. I'll show you her hair properly in a minute. And let me see, I did do a big bow for her as well. I'll show you how cute that looks. It's a bow that's actually a clip, for sort of big kids, but because there's a magnet in her head, I wouldn't recommend using the clip because her hair's very fine. It just goes, hang on a sec, let me just sit her up for you. Come on, my little angel, up you get. We want to see the big bow on you, okay? Let's have a look how you look with the big bow, big girl bow on your head. There she is. That's what she looks like. Oh, no, you can't see her head. Let me just zoom out again. Out. There we go. Never very good at that zooming thing, am I? Let me see a better way of doing it. No, that won't work, will it? Anyway, you get an idea of that big bow in her hair. And my kitchen sink at the back. Let me just see if I can get in a bit. I think she's gorgeous. I've absolutely loved working on her. She's so cute. She's got, her eyelashes are a shade darker than her hair. Actually, they're done with a darker shade that is in her hair as well. It's one of the two that I used, the two different colours that I used. I think it was Slumberland I used this time. Slumberland mohair. It's lovely. Very, very nice. Now, what else can I tell you? She's got new baby fingernails and toenails, so no half moons, but they are that, you know how babies have that darker colour on their nails, just slightly. Can you see that? I hope you can. So frustrating. I can look at her and see everything I want to see, but to try and show you is really difficult. Let me just see if I can get in a bit closer. We're actually on the change table. Just felt like doing that just for something different. And we're still not seeing the top of her little head, are we? There we go. How's that? Hey, that's a bit better. And there she is. There's my little Ramsey. Now, what else can I tell you about her? So she's got a magnet for a dummy. And I've got two dummies that I liked on her. She needs a fairly flat dummy, so this is a very flat one and fits on her really well. It's very cute. So it's got a yellow shield and then a white centre with a sweet bear in a pink sort of pinafore dress, and she's holding a pink flower. So that's my favourite one on her. Oh yes, that's right, I forgot. She's got a little scratch just there on her cheek. Little tiny scratch that's actually, you can feel it when you touch it. It's got it's like it's healing. Oh, and she has got a little a little spot of blood on her heel where she had her heel prick, because she's a new little girl. She's only like a day or two old, I think, in my mind. There, can you see that little hand as well? Good to see those little details, isn't it? So there, she's just gorgeous. I love her, and I've been picking out clothes that she could go home with. Some lovely things. Let me take her big bow off now, and I'll just smooth her hair with my fingers. It's actually straight, but while it was wet I just kind of scrunched it up just to look adorable. But you can see it's thicker here at the top, or maybe you can't. Thicker there, and then I've just given her very fine baby hairs here at the front, and same at the sides, very, very fine hairs there, and on the other side as well. Let's see, there's her little curl I've left. So that piece you can put behind her ear, or you can have it just curling over her ear, whatever you like. And so there's very fine hairs that you're probably not picking up at all there, but if you buy her, you will see. I had fun with her hair, absolutely loved doing it. And she's got a swirl at the back, and it's pretty easy to see how to comb her hair. Yeah, it's very easy to see which direction I've put it in. So let me see, what else can I tell you about her? So I told you about her scratch. She's got a few little sort of blemishes on her cheeks, nothing too drastic, and a slightly red mark here, and that's the mark I've talked about before, that I imagine as she grows to be a big girl, if she was a real girl, it would disappear as she got bigger. But when she's a little baby, she's still got that, and I think that's really cute. What else? Isn't that strange? I just can't think of all the things. So she's on a cloth body. It's a lovely cloth body. She's got a real little bottom, and she's got the ruched stitching here on her chest as well, which gives her a nice shape. She's very floppy, but not empty. She's well filled, but she's not stuffed solid, because I'm not keen on that. Let me just lift her up, and you can see how she moves. There's a little head. See how it falls to the back, and she's quite like a real baby. Let's flip her over, and I'll fix her hair and show you what it's like. I'll get my trusty toothbrush, and let me just put her up a wee bit. Get a bit of a spray happening. Trouble is, when it's wet, it doesn't look the same as when it's dry, does it? So but I don't know how you'd like to see it. I like it a bit fluffy and dry is my favourite way. So can we see the... I don't know if you can. There's her little swirl is just up there. And there's her soft hair. I've made it, she's got a little one of those lovely little long bits in the middle there. This is not the most successful way of showing you, is it? But I hope you're getting a bit of a look. Come on, my darling. Let's show everyone your hair. Oh, I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry I'm struggling just with the one hand. But there is a lovely bit, a thicker bit down the middle at the back there. Can you see that? Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. I'm so sorry. I wasn't looking at the camera at all. There we are. You can see a little bit there. So that's my little girl in the back of her hair, which is very sweet. I love her hair. I love her. But you know that. I've been saying that all along, haven't I? How much I've enjoyed making this angel. Now, darling, look at your hair. Now it's crazy and fluffy. Let's just brush it with our hand. I do love it when it's a bit fluffy because whenever you see real babies, their hair's always like that, isn't it? There's her little soft hair. There you are. There's my girl. So I have started to choose some things for her. I've chosen a nice hairband and a lovely dress and a gorgeous set of bonnet and mittens for her because she is little. She might scratch herself again because little babies do that, don't they? Oh, I didn't show you the other dummy, sorry. I'm all over the place and the problem is that I have to go to work in a minute, so I don't have much time. It's not actually for, won't be on the phones tonight. It's just for an extra thing we have to do, a group thing. So there's the other dummy, which is quite flat and very nice. But I love the yellow one with a little bear on it. But both dummies can come home with her, of course. Whatever anybody wants, I'm happy. So there she is. So she's got lovely little creases. I don't know if you can see, there is a fine vein going up there, very light. I like to do them so that they really appear to be under the skin and not obvious, because not all babies have obvious veins. She has some on her head, but they're very hard to see. And she's got a few red patches on her scalp, under her hair. And I talked about her eyelashes. Did I say about her eyebrows? Very lightly textured. Just to be a bit more interesting. So there she is, and her beautiful little feet. Let's look at those little feet. Let me see if I can do this. See if we can zoom in on the little feet. They're just beautiful. This is my very first Cassie Brace doll that I've made, and I've loved it so much. The details are fantastic. So there's her little feet. Hopefully you can see them. And her little toenails are just adorable. They're all tipped. And with that blush on the nail that goes after they get a bit older, that's when they knew they had that. So all her creases are creased. Not too much, just enough to look real. And her little legs, and she has a light texture on her skin because I'm very careful when I do the matting, the varnish at the end. I want to make sure that she stays exactly like this without anything happening to her. But she is a beautiful baby. Right, let me zoom out so you're not just staring at feet now. So yes, I have to go to work. What else was it? You know what? I haven't been on for so long because I've been just working on her. But I was going to tell you how my sleepover went. So I'll just quickly tell you that. And then I better go and upload this. Yes, the sleepover was brilliant fun, absolutely brilliant fun. In the morning, because I wake up very early, I was just waiting for the children to appear. And when they did, I asked them to hop in my bed, and of course they wanted to, so that was lovely. And we were talking and carrying on as we do. And then their daddy got up and he asked them what they would like for breakfast. And so I said to the children, this is like being in a posh hotel. Why don't we pretend we're in a posh hotel? So we did, and we kept that going all day. But we did have to go out to buy school shoes for both of the children so that they'd have like 2 weeks to sort of wear them in occasionally to soften them up. Because here we all have uniforms. Well, virtually all schools have a uniform, and the children wear proper school shoes, so usually black leather. Either sort of lace-ups or Mary Janes for the girls if they want to. yeah, so we had to go and do that. It was chaos at the children's shoe shop, of course. We had to take a number and wait forever. But it was successful in the end. But anyway, we were pretending. I said to the children, let's pretend we're still out and we're going to have room service. Let's just pretend we're in our hotel even though we're out. That's what I mean. And so I asked them what they would like for room service. And we went to a cafe and they ordered hot chips and what was the other thing they had? Banana bread and a chocolate milkshake each. So that was really fun, and we pretended that was our room service. And then we went back home and we just kept pretending that we were in a hotel. It was really cool. Had a great time doing that. And since then I've had another granddaughter to come and stay, and oh my goodness, I don't know what else has been happening. I can't remember. Isn't that dreadful? But it has been over a week, I think, since I've visited with you, or you have visited with me. But this was the reason, this beautiful little darling girl. Oh my goodness, I love her. Loved working on her, and I absolutely love her so much. So if anybody is interested in her, just let me know. I'll put my email address, that's what it's called, in the description, and you just get in touch with me if you're interested in her. So she's Ramsey by Cassie Brace. I have her COA, and not that it's right with me now, I didn't even think of that. I'm sorry, I just really finished her and just really wanted to make this video because I'm excited to show you all how gorgeous she is. Just an absolute, I was going to say an absolute doll, but she's an absolute baby, I should say, shouldn't I? And all her little, her legs and arms move really easily, and they won't come off. I'm really careful with how much I tighten the cable ties, and the ends are tucked under into the seam so there's nothing to see. And her little head is on a neck ring, so it turns super easily. I'll show you. It turns really easily. And it can't fall off because the cable tie is tight. That's the advantage of using the neck ring. I try to always do one if I can. So she has a neck ring. Look at her. Look at that little face. Look at that profile. Isn't she adorable? Oh my goodness. You know what? She may as well just be a real baby. She looks so real. She really does. And because she's not overly stuffed, she's easy to pose. You can curl her up on her side like this and flip her little arm over. Just like a real baby. Just adorable. Absolutely so sweet. Love her. Don't want to show your cloth body, my darling. There she is. Look at that. Look at that little sweetheart. There we go. And I found this special hospital blanket for her, so she'll come home with that too. Because I want her to look as though she's really probably still just in hospital, or maybe she's just about to go home. Let me just move that so you can see all of her. So that she is really a new little girl. Come on, over you, Flip. That's my girl. Here you are. Turn your head a bit. Just a little bit, so everyone can see your cheeky face. She's a very good sleeper, by the way. You won't have any trouble with her. I don't know if can you see the little speck of blood there from her heel prick? Just little. Hopefully you can see that just there. Her little feet are absolutely adorable. So much detail. Just beautiful. She was fantastic to paint. Absolutely had the best time with her. I love her so much. Yes, I do, little darling. You sleep well, and we'll say goodbye to all our friends now. Hopefully this has been... Oops! It's not the greatest video I've ever done, is it? Not by a long shot. But never mind. At least you get to see my little Ramsey. I hope you like her. I really hope you do. It's always a bit nerve-wracking when you're the maker of the baby, because I just want everyone to love her like as much as I do. Anyway, she's gorgeous. And I'm very pleased to have her finished. I'm not sure who I'm going to be doing next. I have to see who's in my stash. I've got some really nice kits. So there she is. That's with that dummy. Shall we swap to the other one just for fun? Let's swap. So this is quite a flat one, but it's good on her face. Because of her sucked-in bottom lip, if you have a dummy that's too curved, it sticks too far out from her mouth and doesn't look as real. So I hunted for these ones. There, she's got that one in. That's a real baby dummy. Very cute. So cute. Alright everyone, I'll go now. I think I've talked far longer than I planned, so hopefully I can get this uploaded before I have to go back to work. Anyway, thank you very much for visiting. I just did want to say that I've realised that I just don't have time to do everything. If I want to work on babies, I have to pull back a little bit from YouTube. I've been trying to do everything, but I really can't. So I'm sorry I haven't been commenting as much. I'm going to try my hardest to keep up because I love all your videos and I love staying in touch with everyone. And if I don't watch and comment, you don't know I'm there. So I will try my hardest to keep up with things and to keep up with bumping the tripod and making my babies. So there we are everyone. I hope you're all okay and that you're not too cold, because it's pretty warm here. It's not disgustingly hot at the moment, although some capital cities have got, like Adelaide has got 46 degrees Celsius today, which is just, they were predicting a brand new record. So poor people over there, hopefully they've all got air conditioning. Anyway, it's quite nice here. It's just warm. It's not boiling, disgusting hot. And the lawnmower boy was here this morning. And I've talked again on and on. This was going to be a quick video. I'm really going to go this time. And thank you very much, everyone, for your understanding and for understanding why I haven't been able to be on for such a long time, over a week. But I'm here now to show you my darling angel. And I'll start a new baby soon. So thank you, everyone. I really appreciate you all. I really, really do. And yeah, just thank you so much for being part of my channel. It means a lot to me. So thank you for being here, and see you all. I don't know when, but in the meantime, please take care and be kind to each other. Bye bye everyone.